Arthur Schopenhauer, The World as Will and Representation, Volume I. Arthur Schopenhauer's The World as Will and Representation, Volume 1, presents a profound philosophical exploration into the nature of reality, perception, and human suffering. At its core, the book delves into the idea that the world we perceive is a representation shaped by our intellect, rather than an objective reality. Schopenhauer introduces the concept of the will as the underlying force of existence, driving both natural phenomena and human actions. He intriguingly ties this idea to the principle of sufficient reason, outlining how causality, logic, and desire influence our experience. As you navigate through this summary, expect to encounter insights on the interplay between representation and the will, the art's potential for emancipation from suffering, and a unique ethical perspective resonating with elements of Buddhist philosophy. Prepare to unpack Schopenhauer's ornate yet accessible ideas about the human condition, the ceaseless striving of existence, and pathways to transient peace.
Mind's image of reality. When you gaze upon the world, what you see is not an unfiltered reality but a complex tapestry woven by your mind. Schopenhauer, a philosophical visionary, begins by declaring that the world is fundamentally our representation. This notion sets the stage for exploring how we perceive and comprehend reality through the mind's lens. Our understanding is shaped by what he termed the principle of sufficient reason, manifesting in four forms: becoming, akin to causality, knowing, logic, being, mathematics, and acting, motivation. These principles clarify how we experience life, much like watching the flow of a busy city street, a chain of interconnected events, each influencing the next. However, Schopenhauer challenges the assumption that this orderly representation truly reflects an objective reality outside ourselves. Instead, our intellect filters and arranges sensory information, crafting what appears as a structured, causal, and temporal world. Yet, this image is merely a construct influenced by the timeless, ethereal realm of Platonic ideas, abstract archetypes that underlie what we perceive. Schopenhauer's intriguing perspective suggests that while the world presents itself as a coherent, external reality, it is actually a result of our mind's interpretative processes. What lies beneath this mental facade is the essential nature of all things, the will. Beyond the intellectual representation exists a deeper, enigmatic force driving the essence of the world. This duality, the mind's representation and the underlying will, offers a profound insight into the nature of existence, inviting us to question the very fabric of what we consider real. The will's eternal struggle. Schopenhauer takes you on a profound exploration of the concept of will, a primal force he believes underlies everything, echoing the idea of Kant's thing in itself. This will charges through every facet of existence, from the simplicity of gravity to the complexity of human intellect, all expressing the same essential power without hierarchy. Imagine the will as a constant, like gravity, a driving force in both nature and human character. It renders our actions adaptable to circumstances, yet remains fixed and irrational, devoid of any ultimate aim or purpose. Despite human actions appearing motivated, the very act of willing lacks a rational basis. The myriad expressions of this will interweave to create the illusion of a world designed with intent. Yet, this only masks its true nature, an unreasonable, blind pursuit, rooting our perpetual yearning in dissatisfaction. Here, Schopenhauer's insights resonate with Buddhist philosophies, highlighting the relentless cycle of desire and disappointment, painting a world characterized by unending striving. However, amidst this pessimistic outlook, Schopenhauer extends a flicker of hope. Humans can transcend momentary existence and its inherent suffering through aesthetic contemplation. Delving into the beauty of art and music offers a sanctuary from life's relentless demands, providing glimpses of tranquility. Here, one might find fleeting relief from the insatiable desires, breaking free from the cycle of longing, if only temporarily. Through these encounters with beauty, we derive moments of pure peace and clarity, momentarily stilling the will that drives us ceaselessly onward. Escaping the will. Schopenhauer unveils a worldview where an irrational force, the will, perpetuates a cycle of desire and suffering. Yet, there is an escape. Through aesthetic pleasure, individuals can momentarily transcend this cycle, engaging with beauty in art, music, or nature. In these moments of contemplation, one experiences timelessness, connecting with the universal essence beyond forms like space and time. This state allows for a will-less perception akin to his idea of genius, where individuals effortlessly access and communicate Platonic ideas through art. Art serves the purpose of facilitating this release from the bound will, with its beauty inviting calm reflection devoid of personal motives. In contrast, the sublime immerses us in objects typically perceived as threats, transforming them into sources of profound contemplation. Take a painting of a ferocious storm. It empowers the viewer to witness nature's might without being engulfed by fear, elevating the experience to a sublime level. Schopenhauer elaborates on various art forms, underscoring music's unique power. Unlike other arts that are mere reflections of Platonic ideas, music directly embodies the will. Thus, it communicates the essence of existence with unmatched clarity. Art provides a momentary suspension from life's relentless demands, offering glimpses into a realm where the observer and universal truths unite. This transcendental experience is conveyed by artistic geniuses who allow others to access these moments of pure knowledge and inner truth. Through art, we fleetingly enter a world beyond mere representations, connecting with a deeper, universal reality. Breaking the chains. Imagine a force, blind and irrational, propelling all existence. That's the essence of reality. At its core, this force is driven by will, endlessly embroiled in conflict due to inherent egoism. Each being, whether human or animal, pursues self-interest, sparking perpetual competition. Picture two animals brawling over food, their survival instincts triggered by the individual wills at play. To break free from this ego-driven chaos, a transformative shift in perspective is crucial. By piercing through the illusion of individuality, one realizes that all beings are connected manifestations of the same universal will. This awareness births empathy and compassion, cornerstones of true morality, as we begin to feel others' suffering as our own. Contrary to popular belief, free will is an illusion, according to this view. Our choices seem autonomous but are guided by our character and motives, extensions of the overarching will. While art offers a temporary escape, true liberation demands deeper transformation. Suicide, with its false promise of release, is not the answer. It merely halts one expression of the will, allowing another to emerge. Instead, consider the path of asceticism, the disciplined renunciation of worldly cravings. Through this journey, individuals can progressively diminish their personal will, cultivating peace and detachment. Like saints and mystics, through rigorous meditation, they strive to transcend a relentless cycle of desire and suffering, seeking enlightenment. Fascinatingly, these ideas echo Buddhism, particularly in its teachings on overcoming craving to reach nirvana. The void left by negating the will parallels the Buddhist prajnaparamita, a wisdom transcending duality. Here, separations between self and other fade, unveiling the will as a grand illusion. Liberation from suffering unfolds, akin to shattering a nightmare's grip. Ultimately, the philosophy navigates a unity underlying all existence, challenging the perceived autonomy of individuality. By recognizing our shared suffering and nurturing compassion, we find the path to truly unshackling ourselves from the will's chains. Through this journey of awakening, the nightmare of an ego-bound life evaporates, revealing a broader truth where real freedom resides.
In wrapping up Schopenhauer's intricate tapestry of the human experience, The World as Will and Representation, Volume 1 invites readers to contemplate a fundamental shift in understanding reality and self. The book underscores the will as a pervasive yet blind driving force, propelling us into endless cycles of desire and dissatisfaction. However, Schopenhauer offers a reprieve through art and aesthetic contemplation, where individuals can momentarily transcend this relentless striving to touch the essence of beauty and truth. Furthermore, the ethical dimension of his philosophy challenges us to transcend egoism, nurturing compassion as we recognize the shared suffering inherent in all beings. By advocating for the negation of the will through ascetic practices, Schopenhauer aligns with Eastern thought, suggesting that liberation lies in realigning our perceptions and desires. Through themes of representation, art, and ethics, the book not only articulates a poignant view of suffering but also illuminates a pathway toward inner freedom.